Do you know if your peep sight's set correctly in your bowstring, or do you have the right aperture size? So, Blake and I here, we work and service a lot of bows here at the shop, and we get a lot of complaints of guys saying that, man, they get out the distance and they lose a ton of accuracy. Shooting long range is tough. There's a lot of factors go into that, but I would say probably one of the biggest things that we see guys fighting is the actual peep aperture or the peep height in their bowstring.
Yep.
So, with that, guys, depending on what size scope you have and the distance from your scope to your peep at full draw will really determine what size peep sight do you need to have there. So with your sight picture, Blake, when you get to the full draw, you're looking through your peep, what are you seeing around your scope?
What I'm seeing around my scope is I want no daylight outside of this. I want it to be super tight, so if I do see a little bit of daylight left or right, then I know I'm not perfectly aligned. Because we got a lot of guys that will be like, yeah, 40 and in, I'm not really having a lot of left and right issues or up or down issues, because at that distance, peep alignment is still important, but it's not crucial. But you got guys that will step out to 80, 90, 100, even 110 yards, and they're all over the place. Well, it's because you're not getting proper peep alignment. Because if you're just off a little bit after those kind of distances, it's incredibly crucial.
Yeah, I fully agree with that. And one thing you guys got to realize too is your peep's aperture is going to change based off of lighting conditions, right?
Yep.
So if you're, out in the middle of the summer, super bright sunny day, the typical rule of thumb that we like to use here is the brighter it gets, the tighter it gets. So when you go outside on bright days, not only are you going to get a little bit of glare off your peep sight, but your pupil's actually going to contract to allow less light in. So outside on super bright sunny days, it seems like the sight pictures get a lot snugger, a lot tighter. However, if you're out hunting and you're hunting on an overcast or snowy, rainy day and you're in the dark timber, man, your sight picture can drastically change there. So a good rule of thumb is, one, start with a really good fitting peep to around the scope. But number two, what we like to recommend is, if this is your scope here, when you draw back and you're looking through your peep, to always line the bottom edge. Like, that is your starting point every time. So if your guys are struggling at getting some accuracy at distance, obviously it's really hard to aim. You got to break really good shots to shoot kind of distance there. But if you're fighting something such as a peep sight, that could be a quick, easy fix to get a lot more accuracy out of your bow setup. So, but yeah, that's a great topic that we had a question on this week. So, comment down below if you guys have struggled with that in the past, or maybe you've done something else that has fixed that or get you more accuracy downrange. Let us know. Comment on this channel here. We really appreciate it. We are going to be doing a giveaway. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we actually have a killer giveaway we're going to be doing. The only way, doesn't cost you anything, guys. So once we hit 1,000, we're going to take our first 1,000 followers on the channel. You're going to automatically get entered in to win awesome prize package from Wilde Arrow Archery. So like, subscribe, comment down below. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. We really value the feedback. So we'll come to you with the next one, and remember to get wild.